Yep, we're definitely clocked in. Let's make sure the sound. I hope you guys can hear me. Now, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a pleasure to have you here. I go by the name of L'Esprit. I am a spiritual healer. And essentially, as a spiritual healer, what I do is that I help people to become mentally and emotionally balanced. One way of saying it, right? But ultimately, what I truly do is that I help you to become more conscious of your emotions and your, let's just say, your emotional state and your intellectual state. Those are, part of you. So by becoming conscious, what you're doing is you are acknowledging more of who you are. I help you to do that. That's why, in so many words, without, I guess, me skipping too much ahead of myself here, then you understand that spirituality is your life. But anyway, so again, but for you to master your emotions, you have to understand how they are being created. You understand your emotional pattern, you learn how to transmute, to master it, to heal yourself, heal your pain, or to heal what they say in the occult, the wounded child, referring to those early emotions, those disappointments that you had. Then you would have to be aware of those. Then now you got to deal with your shadow. I'm saying, to get there. But make a long story short, to have to be emotionally balanced, it's not it's very complex. And I help you to identify those different aspects. And the bullshit that it's not, it's definitely not. Let's just say you say someone is emotionally balanced, they don't raise their voices. Or, that I don't know. You may have something balanced, but there's a lot more. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, that could be fake, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I mean, you're not truly expressing yourself. I mean, you are, but hey, it is what it is. You're cheating yourself. But anyway, so essentially, I mean, that's what it is to become emotionally balanced, right? So it's truly to understand your emotions, how they're being created, for you to master and being conscious, not being triggered, but you are, so I'll give you a perfect example. A lot of us, if you've done your shadow self, right, you also got to deal with your emotion, those early feelings. You understand the difference is it's not, you're not going to feel anything. It's like you still may be triggered, but the way you'll be triggered is like you'll be sitting there with your pain. You're like, okay, we're here. Acknowledgement is there. Remember, we said to let it go. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, player? You know what I'm saying? I thought we had I thought we had a fucking agreement. Then at that point, you have to talk it out again. So that relationship, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to do it all the time with the self, baby. It's a constant. You got to be devoted to you, to your emotion, and constantly, what I'm saying, making it better. That's how you make it yours. Then you master it. Keep on doing your work, baby. I hope you are. If you're not, we're gonna get you started to get started on that. That's why I'm here. I'm your I'm your personal trainer, motherfucker. And what I'm saying, helping you to get some muscle out here. Put some weight on you, baby. I'm trying to put some weight on you. Then, in addition to that, I also help you to be mentally balanced. Well, being to be mentally balanced at that point, you would have to be in control of how you think. To be the master of your mind is to be your own creator. You dance on your beat. So, therefore, that's why if your mind is being controlled by other people, How can you balance your mind? It's not yours. It's not even yours to at that point. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, you know, when you're following the crowd, when you're following yourself. That's why when they tell you the path to God, that inner knowledge, it's not, it's not traveled by many. And I'm trying to get you to realize that and to understand, like, to for you to be the creator of your own mind or to master your mind, then you have to understand how you think or how are you being conditioned to think. That's what truly mind control is. When you're talking about mind control, it's simply how people think. I mean, teach you to think. So, contrary to what you think, let's just say academically, school is mind control. So, what we do as spiritual healers, we help you to become to take control over your mind and not to be controlled by other people. We tell you the truth that sets you free. Like these words that I'm giving you is to set you free. This thing that I'm giving you, baby, is for you. It's your gift. You know what I'm saying? They say God gives you a gift, but when you give it back, when you apply that gift, you give it right back to God, man. You know what I'm saying? You give it right back to him, man. You let that nigga know, hey, man, we here. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna give me this gift and I'm gonna let it die. Do you see what I'm saying? Respect yourself, young man. Don't cheat yourself. You're cheating yourself. That's why you always gotta go in. You heard? Then you'll never go without. When you go in, you'll never go without, man. That's what seeking the kingdom of God is all about. Now, that's being a true player. You playing to win. You're not playing yourself, man. Are you even in the game? You know what I'm saying? You suppressing your emotions, suppressing your true self. You're technically in a cave. And that's exactly what it is. I'm here to set you free, though. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? But you have to wake up to this truth, though. Meaning you have to discover it. Maybe there has to be something in you that helps you to open up. That's why the name of the game is for you to open up. That's why the fucking Tibetan monks, these motherfuckers are badass niggas. They use the lotus. It's your enfoldment. You gotta you that's you opening up your third eye. That's why you always gotta wake up to the truth. Then now you understand the truth was always around you. The day you understand whatever you understand, that understanding was always there, man. It was waiting for you to get there. Listen, you got the game all fucked up. That's how you are being saved. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta realize it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how our ancestors died for us, gave us the manual. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta get it. Well, that's when you walk in the path. I mean, that's what you technically walking the path is. So again, to get back to how your mind is being, like, you have to be mentally balanced. It's very complex. That's why you have to understand how mind control works. Then you're dealing with what? Society. then you're dealing with a culture, which is training you how to, again, to think. That's how we do things over here. That's how we see shit over here. Do you see what I'm saying? But that has to do with your level of consciousness. How much of a control? The more you are in control of your mind, the more conscious you are. The more you know yourself. So now, when we're talking about, let's just say, a Christ consciousness, is to attain that highest level, which is, and that's the shit that's gonna set you free. Is you, when you know who you are. That's when there's no longer, you're not surrounded by fucking illusion anymore. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter for me, man. I'm good where I'm at. Nigga, I, eh, yo, I just gotta tick myself, and no matter where I'm at, I'm gonna be good. I'm good in all hood, nigga. You heard, nigga? I'm technically good in all hood. Listen, man. You got, I'm trying to give you all the game. We're giving sights to the blinds, man. Here's something else that we do here. I'm picking a bone with you motherfuckers. This is very personal for me. Oh, I'm highly invested. You know what I'm saying? If you can't tell, I suck my own dick, nigga. Man, fuck out of here. So now, right? The fuck was that? Okay. So now, I mean, that was a hell of a fucking introduction. But just to give you a deeper understanding of what I do as a spiritual healer. You know, now if you're coming back, you already know, baby. You know what I'm saying? I was already, you know what I'm saying? You already know. You know what I'm saying? The food is out there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get a plate, baby. Get a plate. You know what I'm saying? Go get you a plate. Okay, then we got a whole lot to talk about. We got a whole lot of, you know what I'm saying? We're breaking bread. So that's what we do here. So when you come back, listen, man, you did yourself a great flavor. I mean, I love you because I see you loving you. But I also love you because I love me. But when I see you loving you, I love you even more. You, you know what I'm saying? And that's the type of love you gotta look for, young man. You know what I'm saying? Heal yourself, baby. So that's what I do, man. Now, with all of that being said, welcome back, motherfuckers. You already know how. I mean, you already know how we get down. Am I lying? You know what I'm saying? Now, if this is your first time, please, you know what I'm saying, bear with me for a second. Now, with that being said, spirituality is what I use to convey the message. I'm helping you, hopefully for you to get to see who you are. And the mirror that I use is spirituality. So, spirituality, when we're talking about spirituality, that's why it pretty much embodies everything. In the Kabbalion, they says it best. The mind is all. All is the mind. The mind is all. I strongly recommend the Kabbalion. It's free on YouTube. Listen, you owe it to yourself. Why? Because this book is about self mastery. So now that type of knowledge is considered as occultist or occulticism or the occult, esoteric knowledge, all of that. What this is truly saying is the type of knowledge for you to understand it. You have to go inside of yourself. For you to find that light, you got to go in. So it's hermetic, it's esoteric, It's all the something that is within something. Look for it. You got to find it. That's the meaning behind it. Hermetic. Yeah, I already said it. It's all the same principle behind it. So, in other words, I'm also telling you what the occult is. When you talk about the occult and spirituality, all that is a knowledge that helps you to have a deeper understanding of who you are. Some basic shit would be, you have a conscious mind, you have a subconscious mind. Trying to help you, what I'm saying, to go a little bit deeper. A little bit deeper. There's more to your life than just, let's just say, dick and pussy. And even dick and pussy, it's not even like dick and pussy. You know what I'm saying? But all of that has to do with, how deep you're going. But most importantly, when we're talking about spirituality, it's pretty much telling the story of the spirit, of your spirit. So, but unfortunately, due to lack of understanding, most people, or due to ignorance, most people look at spirituality as being detached from them. Now, if this is the first time, maybe, like you get into spirituality, it's not a norm. It's almost like people are trying to say, you know what I'm saying? It's that little thing right there. So they separate it from them out of fucking it, out of fucking ignorance. Then another misconception is that most people would tell you it's religious, meaning, people who are religious, or maybe who are part of a religion, then that's what spirituality is. That's what they do. I'm saying? But it's never considered as the average life because, due to fucking ignorance, because when you become spirit, let's just say you become religious. It's not a separate life that you're having. It's just another understanding of that same life. That's why, let's just say, as you grow, reality becomes different for you. You see what I'm saying? It becomes different for you. Like I always say that my son, being 5 years old, he's into Spider-Man. He's the way he's looking at Spider-Man, the way I'm looking at Spider-Man are totally different. Yet the motherfucker's right next to me. So we're talking about levels of consciousness. I'm saying that to say, even the people who are looking at spirituality as being outside of them, that is also part of spirituality, but it's dealing with ignorance. That's why, as a light worker, you also have to walk the darkness as well, meaning you have to understand the science of ignorance. Another way of saying you got to go in the dark to get the light, dog. It's being said so many different ways. And that's the balance, too. Because someone who's fucking ignorant, they only understand one side. They don't see the other side. That's right. That's what ignorant is. Meaning they're only in the darkness. But when you are of the light, you gotta see the dark too. That's what you see everything. You again, That's why it's important, you know what I'm saying, to define what spirituality is. When you see, when you start looking at spirituality in those lenses, which is pretty much being a little more logical too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be logic, nigga. Like, logically, I mean, I'm not trying to. There's got to be something more to us, man. Logically, too. Why the fuck would I just let's just say I'm gonna save that for later. But anyway, just to get back to spirituality, the misconception is essentially it's just your life. Now, there's something called the occult, which is the sacred knowledge, and it's sacred, indeed it is, because the knowledge in itself, it's it's fulfilling. You truly get a bang for, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I guess for your money. You truly got a bang for your money. That's why it's also being referred as treasure. So that's how valuable when we talk about those sacred texts. Oh, they are. They gotta be. And they gotta be protected too. Indeed. You know what I'm saying? By whom? By the masters. That's why we don't cast our pearls before swine. You know what I'm saying? We are the gatekeepers down here, man. I'm saying? I'm trying to set you niggas free, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with yourself, baby. But anyway, again, well, spirituality is your day-to-day life. It's you taking a shit. It's you both being conscious and not conscious. Because you not being not conscious, that is the ignorant part of it, which is also needed for you to become conscious. So now you could see the difference between the two. You become one. In other, you have transcended, or now at that point you became that Christ, that conscious. You woke up, Buddha, nigga. Same idea. You know what I'm saying? So literally, this is for you. Like I already got mine, nigga. This is for you, nigga. And this is from me to you. Literally. You know what I'm saying? Down a little, Italy, little that. All that shit. But anyway, as you see in the title, that's what we're gonna be talking about here, man. I am, therefore I think, and more. So there's a guy, French dude, right? His name was Rene Descartes. He talked about something called I think, therefore I am. And that statement, because you have to understand, he was also a philosopher, right? So that was the evolution in the thinking of what you would call the European mind or have the European mentality. Intellect overrides everything. Intellect has to overact. In fact, this nigga didn't say nothing about his fucking emotion. So I'm just showing you how one-sided and truly ignorant, to be honest, it's very ignorant. That statement represented pretty much ignorance, but it also represent the foundation of European thinking. Their foundation is their downfall. That's why the whole meaning of it doesn't matter how much you see, but it matters how you're looking at it. Because you could see a whole lot, but if you're looking at it from the wrong perspective, I mean, shit. I mean, yeah, yeah, it's that kind of shit. That's when you sound good, but I mean, shit. Like, does it even matter? Like, you made more of a fool of yourself, to be honest. Shit, y'all wilding out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I don't know. But anyway, to get back to his concept and why it's important for you to understand that too. But I'm also going to show you that your intellect and your spirituality is also related too. Because their foundation is to see things from only from the intellect. So they have created a spirituality out of that. That's why when you look at, what I'm saying, the Catholic Church, which is a big part of their foundation, what you see is that again, they understood, okay, this is how these guys created their lives. Now we're gonna create the world. That's why they created a new world. That's why they take your guards away. They are creating a new world, a new way of thinking. And that's what the whole aspect of you being colonized, nigga, that's what this shit is reflecting. That's what that shit is. Because now they're swiping or they're making you think life the way they look at life. That's why your life, it's all about, let's just say, the stock market, right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Are we making money or what? So the society in itself too. Now, what I'm saying, everybody, it's normal to be greedy. You always got to chase the bag. You heard? That shit got nothing to do with your ego. You've been trained to think that way. You always got to be on the go. The more you do, the more you get. Niggas be saying, I don't even sleep, man. You know what I'm saying? We hustlers, man. Hustlers don't sleep, dog. God damn, man. Niggas are over. Like, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? We ain't judging nobody. In fact, now my stay, motherfucker. But anyway, I'm also trying to show you mind control. What when it truly comes to mind control too, our ancestors are the inventors of mind control. So much so, we created mythology as another way to control our mind, but to set you free. That's why the codes are written in your DNA, man. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Shit. All right, all right, all right. I was flexing. I was flexing. I ain't gonna lie. I was flexing right there. That was flexing. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole conversation too, though. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work you guys out. I gotta work you out, man. That's why you gotta love it. You gotta love this, man. If you of love, because this is of love. If you of love, you gotta love this. It is what it is. And even if you're not, because that is of love, still love you. I just don't want to behave any differently because of you. Who the fuck is you? Beautiful. I like that. But what about me? What about me? You know what I'm saying? Why would I allow you to create an illusion, man? Look at this slum shit. Yo, we said this shit in Haiti. Like, look at this nigga's story. So I'm trying to get you to get in that state of mind, man. Listen, man. Y'all Haitian niggas be bugging. You hear me? Look at that guy's story. You know what I'm saying? Because we're looking at how the man is creating is just acting. And also too though, that's why niggas, man, we speak slangs like a motherfucker, man. That's all I know. That's all I know. That's why for me, when I learn what these niggas are talking about, meaning if we're referring to English, I'm like, that's what they talking about? No, nigga. I do that shit in my sleep, man. What else, man? These niggas talking about flavor, nigga. You're gonna talk flavor to a Haitian nigga. All right. You know what I'm saying? Sound good, baby. Talk your talk. Come on, man. What? I'm shit. You know what I'm saying? We flavor ourselves, man. You know what I'm saying? When niggas was talking about mucho sabor aquí, come on, man. This is sabor, man. You know what I'm saying? However you want to look at it. But again, though, to the pure, all is pure. That's why they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't cast your pearls before swine. Because when the person don't know treasure, they're gonna trash it. Just like a baby holding $100, walking around with it and about to burn that shit or throw it in the fire, and they go, oh no, no, because you know what that shit worth, nigga. That's why in the Bible they tell you the kingdom of God. You know what I'm saying? Similar. I don't recall how Jesus said it, but when you find that treasure, you went back and sold everything you got. Another way of saying that when you find self, you fuck everybody. Man, fuck you, man. I fuck you, dog. You just asking niggas out. I know that's what I've been doing. That's what the path is all about, man. Then I realized truly what I was doing is just, you know what I'm saying, like I was getting rid of the trash, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like they say, if you want to fly, well, I mean, shit, nigga. I mean, you gotta loosen up, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get rid of shit. You gotta get rid of shit. And the journey of you attaining that, you know what I'm saying? That's what the shit's all about, man. So far from me, shit, nigga, I got rid of a whole lot of shit. Right? It almost like I got rid of a whole lot of shit more. Well, the more I learned, then the shit I was gonna say, then I got rid of more shit than I actually accumulated. But the more I've had, the more downloads I get, the more like, nigga, fuck you. What? You know what I'm saying? Family, nigga, you already know. Hey man, I found something precious. I held on. Oh, nigga, I'm never gonna let it go. It's me. Find yours, baby. That's my message, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know I could have just summarized the shit. Nigga, come, man. Yo, nigga, just find your beauty, man. But it takes more than that. You know what I'm saying? That's when I become, as a spiritual healer, I understood, listen, this is important. Well, I put my heart in this. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? In fact, I put my all in it. I'm saying that's where I bet. That's where all my money is, man. I mean, I shouldn't be saying this out loud, but it is what it is. Fuck it. I'm risking it all. I don't give a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? I think you understand. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're doing God's work, man. That's why I don't please people. You see what I'm saying? Like, shit, man. I can't follow the crowd because my God, my internal shit ain't guiding me that way. And if I chose to be me, well, shit. But anyway, that's why I just so you guys know too, especially if this is your first time, I also have a Patreon where I actually break down, the foundation of, my whole teaching on spirituality. Yeah, mine is coming out of me, nigga. What the fuck you want me to say? You know what I'm saying? All teachers, you know what I'm saying? But not my teaching as if something new I have created. No, no. It's not new at all. You know what I'm saying? It was given to me, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's been there. It was given to me, and I'm giving it to you. That's it, nigga. Nah, and hey, that's when I let you niggas know, hey, this is from the Most High, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I became also the vessel for it too. So, nigga, I'm taking my credit too, nigga. Do you see what I'm saying? Because that kind of responsibility, yo, listen, it comes with it comes with what it comes with. Say I had to pay my dues for this. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, you gotta work hard to look pretty, baby. You know that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get your hair done on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay pretty, man. You know what I'm saying? It comes with a price, man. That's the whole idea of hermetic. When they say when we talk about the occult, it's a hidden knowledge or a hidden culture. Not hidden like in a sense of it's being kept away from you, but it's hidden in a sense of the hermetic thing. That's why for me personally too, I don't like to use the word occult, but I understand. But it's not like hidden like, ooh, like nah, at all. It's just that you gotta go inside of yourself for you to find it. Another way of saying that it's not a mundane type of knowledge. It's a little bit deeper. That's why meditation is actually required. That's when now you're gonna have to start. You gotta water your garden. You grow your own crops. You're taking care of the self. Now we're not neglecting the physical aspect of ourselves, but we understand is that and more. So to get back to the whole European perspective in terms of the intellect, it pretty much overrules everything. But also, when you start thinking like that, in their spirituality now, they took it a step further, which is now you have a physical self, then your invisible self. Physical is fake. Fuck the physical. Fuck humanity. Fuck the world. All of that is based out of that. I think, therefore I am, which is a one sided statement. What makes it one sided? Well, guess what? I also have emotions too. Why do I say my intellect is more than my emotion? Am I emotionally, you know what I'm saying, not up there? Am I hurt? That actually is a hurtful statement, literally. Out of fucking ignorance, too. Because when you become whole, meaning healed, you accept your emotion, meaning you understand you are more than just your intellect. That's why niggas will tell you, man, yo, it's okay to cry, dog. You're gonna be all right. Yo, cry that shit out, nigga. It's all side of you, man. Just like love, nigga. There's nothing weak about love, nigga. You need a bitch to cuddle at night. Yo, that's our nature. We want that too. Why the fuck not? That's your nature, dog. Which is by nature, I'm saying, is part of you. And there's more to you than just the physical aspect. That's why you understand having a kid, it's more than just feeding those kids, right? I pay your bills, you know what I'm saying, make sure you have food on your table. Nah, nigga. Yeah, there's that too. Yeah, I mean, we're not, in fact, we're not neglecting that at all. But we're saying there's more to that than just this, nigga. That's what we're saying. You know what I'm saying? And that's why sometimes we have that shit in Haiti where we say sometimes you could be trying to build a life, but you're truly destroying your life. That's what the statement that tells you what would it serve a man to conquer all the world and lose his. That's what that shit is talking about. It's like you know what I'm saying? Like you just you did a whole lot, a whole lot of nothing. If you're a people pleaser, like you're doing a whole lot of nothing because it's not about quantity, it's quality. And quality has to deal with inherently. That's why you have to become a quality person. Well, guess what? That's what a spiritual nigga is. So your spirituality, a spiritual nigga, is a good fucking human being, bro, who understands both his humanity and his spirituality. And they become one. Then you become the one. That's the Christ consciousness. That's the Krishna right there. That's when you wake up. That's that great awakening. It's being said in many different ways. It sounds good. I mean, I embrace all of it. I'm saying if I want to have the occultist language, I embrace that shit too. So remember, it's not what's being said, but it's how it's being said. The how matters, man. That's what flavor is. You gotta be, you know what I'm saying, flavorful. It's how you doing it. So now that we understand that that statement, it's a hurtful statement. Literally, it's hurtful. Like who raised them? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, 'cause with my Haitian mind, I'm like, oh man, who raised this brother, man? I give him some love. You know, the point when people tell you, to talk to a shrink, talk to somebody who can help you, what that is you are acknowledging your emotion. All right, motherfucker, I was tough. Nigga, all right, you got an emotion, dog. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Niggas laughing over here, dog. I'm saying? Because you're the nigga, niggas don't even laugh, dog. That shit is weak. Literally. You know what I'm saying? That shit's weak. So I know for me, that's why I could see niggas' shadows. I see your shadow. Well, if you want to call it, or if you want to be religious for a second, well, that's another way of saying the light versus the dark, and you being aware and all that shit. Hey, have at it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be religious about it, the war between evil and goods and evil. That's why they also would tell you too, the devil is also smart because they use their intelligence to ultimately gain nothing. But that's why they are the master at illusions. That's why this earth, depending on where what level you are, what you're learning about the occult, when you descend here, you became Satan. Again, yeah, depending on your level. Because that level, again, how are you looking at it? You know what I'm saying? It makes you feel like you're going deep, but nah, slow down, homie. Yeah, it's deep from I think, therefore I am, which is already one-sided. And that's why your heart will and can never be as light as a feather, man. How is that gonna be? That's why we encourage you to talk to a shrink. You know what I'm saying? Another way of saying, yo, man, acknowledge your emotion, dog. Smile a little bit. Can you do that? You know what I'm saying? When somebody look at you, can you do that? That's what a nigga like me do. You know what I'm saying? And anyway, yeah, at last, nigga, at last. To whom much is given, there you go. At last, nigga, at last. And it's my pain, dog. Yo, that's my life. That's my life, nigga. That's how I ride. That's who I am. That's what I do. Find yours, nigga. But anyway, now let's get back into because it's important for you to understand the science of ignorance. Because I'm trying to get you to understand the complexity in that statement. Because when you think that way, you've been trained to. You are in a society that reflects that. We don't. That's why we don't really talk about sex. Sex is always deprived, or it's got to be done in the closet or maybe under the ground or some shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't even teach our kids, like, you would say to your son, you know what I'm saying, like 1 year old, 2 year old, this is your dick, dog. You know what I'm saying? So we have a society that reflects the way we think. But underneath it all, though, the story of creation is truly what sets everything off. Nigga, I'm getting you to the we're going down the fucking rabbit hole, nigga. Keep the change, baby. This is for you. Wholeheartedly. For you. That's the power of mythology. That's why mythology is the highest mind control ever. And that's what our ancestors, because it has that osmosis um, result to it. Meaning, okay, I just used some words here. You know what I'm saying? I was flexing. What that is, it's like when they tell you, kids don't listen to their parents. They do what their parents do. That's how I always tell people, even when you're saying you're a fucking atheist, you still see life that is, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't. You guys think the same way. In fact. But anyway, it's to show you, it's like, how do we do it as kids? We just don't know, but that's what kids do. That's why parents will understand that, like, that's why, if you're better as a person, your kid's gonna be better. Listen, man, there's no secret in making Coca-Cola, nigga. That's what we say in Haiti. That shit is water and chemicals, sugar, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I know you like to pour it in your glass. Yeah. Look at the glass, the bubble, it bubbles. Beautiful. Yeah, but at the end of the day, that's what the shit is. Isn't that the life that we're fucking living? When people are trying to please other people, keeping up with the Joneses. You see what I'm saying? But if you, but anyway, let's go back to now. That's when African spirituality comes in, which is the blueprint for what you'll see. Let's just say, if you're talking about Hinduism, the monks, Buddha, you'll see the blueprint. You'll see it's a reflection of Hermetic or Kemet. It's a reflection of that. That's the blueprint for those stories, for those narratives. So of course now these motherfuckers, they got a way of looking at God. They got a way of looking at life. Their God, their life is defined by their gods too. You are the creator. I'm trying to get you to realize that. You got to wake up to it. In other words, you got to put your own work in, baby. I cannot do it for you. Nobody can. Nobody did it for me. I had to do it for myself, man. I'm just telling you how to do it for yourself. That's why only you can save you. Only you can save yourself. So again, so I'm trying to show you that mentality is pretty much a reflection of our society, or even better, of the life that we're fucking living. And that was the whole purpose of trying to colonize your ass. Meaning, you know what I'm saying? That's why what is yours, you don't appreciate it no more. That's why in Haiti they said niggas won't talk about voodoo anymore, because that's what, niggas were doing. You know what I'm saying? You just do it. I mean, it's your nature. You know what I'm saying? Because and that's also the idea behind when, like, let's just say St. Patrick, there's a lot that goes with that. That's why if you see in those movies, because we couldn't help it, because that's just the way we see the world. So when we look at the saint, which is the way that they copy it from you, because they understand the power of symbol. But I have a whole conversation with that though, where I'll be talking about. But anyway, so that's why you know what I'm saying. So many words, the Catholic religion became very powerful because they understood that the biggest way to mind control somebody, you got to control their God. And their God doesn't necessarily mean like let's just say you say you 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 don't believe in Jesus. If you don't believe in Jesus, it doesn't matter. Their idea was not for you to believe in Jesus, but for you to believe in Jesus for a purpose. So if you don't believe in Jesus, you're still accomplishing their purpose. It doesn't make a difference though, because they wanted you to think like them. Do you see what I'm saying? And all of that derives from that statement, which is a one-sided statement. And of course, at this point, if you know what I'm saying, we always got to be smarter than our emotions because your emotions can get you fucked up, and which they can. That's why you, but the way of them dealing with their emotions, it's suppressing it. They don't embrace it. That's why if you're not, let's say, okay, let's just say your mother just passed. Maybe you're not in a position to joke about it. But when you get to a position where you could joke about it, you have mastered it. It might be brand new, you don't want to talk about it, or you already see it. Oh, it's gonna be tough. But don't worry. We happy. That's why when people are being triggered, you know what I'm saying, people would not want to hear certain shit about themselves. First of all, they're not ready to hear it. That's why their shadows react in a certain way. They will smack, they will, you know what I'm saying, they're being triggered. And we know it too. We say it. We touch what? A nerve. So again, we are dealing, this is all spirit, this is all spiritual, man. The way people are reacting, you know what I'm saying? We talk about haters all the time. Who do you think your haters are? They are your regular people. Anybody who does any type of success, you always gonna have haters. And it's always the same story. They think you better than them. In reality, you don't worry about them, and this is your truth. You don't give a fuck about these motherfuckers who think that you give a fuck about them. Then you know what I'm saying? And then now they saying, how come you don't give a fuck about me? Because I give a fuck about me. That's why I don't give a fuck about you. So I'm showing you, even on all different levels that we walking through in this life, it just comes with different understanding, different realities. But ultimately, it's all talking about the same thing. This is all spirituality, man. Your growth, look around. That's why a lot of our masters, they tell us, man needs God and God needs man. Regardless of what we do, there's always something greater than us, bro. Or athletes talking about it. Like, what the fuck, man? Oh man, I believe in God, man. God, God, God. But they also know what the fuck they talking about too. They know, they recognize and they acknowledge there's something greater than them. But they also have to recognize that. It's almost like you gotta know you. And that's the level of consciousness that we're talking about, though. So for you to think, therefore you exist. It's the foundation. That it's another way of it's a good replica of the whole Catholic theory because they understand that. That's why the mythology is powerful. That nigga's Joseph Campbell, man. He gave you some shit about archetypes. That's for the birds, man. Mythology is shaping your life, just like movies are shaping your life, whether you know it or not. I see brothers talking about, yo, they gotta tell you the truth. They ain't gotta tell you shit. Or if you tell the truth, no. They gotta telling you the truth. That's how they get you. That's part of it. It's making you accepting it. That's mind control, nigga. Not fucking because, hey, you know what I'm saying? You know, y'all niggas are deep niggas. Niggas got some shit to tell you. You gotta tell the truth because to avoid karma and all that shit. I'm like, okay. Is that air you breathing, nigga? Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's part of conditioning your mind. That is conditioning your mind like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's nigga. That that's hypnotizing your ass. But you gotta say it in different ways. But you gotta make sure it gets in there, right? A strong message. Like they tell you, right? Buy something. They commending you. Stand up. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking you up. Then that's the message. Okay. Yeah, so they always gotta tell you the truth, nigga. Of course. But now we're gonna reinforce it, and that's when the hypnotize comes in. They already said it to you. Then your eyes getting bigger, nigga. It trickles down. So, and then your emotion at that point doesn't matter. Because if you think, therefore you are. Of course, man. You know you have to suppress your emotions. And later on, it got to what? You got to bypass the physical. Then it becomes, you know what I'm saying, greater. Wow. It becomes, you know what I'm saying, whatever the fuck else, that just becomes illusion. That's why they are the masters at fucking, they are the illusionist. You know that? Now, on the flip side of it, we are the alchemist. You know what I'm saying? You got to choose your side wisely, stranger. But anyway, going back now to, again, we're talking about the science of ignorance too, which is one sided because you can't suppress your emotion. Even when we go see a shrink, what the shrink is helping you, like I said before, it's, try to, smile a little bit. Okay, we know that shit always gets you tight. Okay, like when you talk about it, you feel this way, all right? All right, why don't you loosen up a little bit? And now you acknowledge the pain. Then now you could deal with the pain because first of all, you can't even deal with shit, nigga. You didn't even acknowledge the pain. How can you even fucking deal with it? That's why when you're toxic, how do you fix? How do you not? How do you help yourself? Not to be toxic when you fucking toxic. It's only when you grow, meaning you would have to let go. Maybe you see something a little greater than what you've been looking at. That's where education comes in. That's when, I'm saying, giving sight to the blinds. That's when reading a book. That's when you're going inside. The more conscious that you are now, you're making better decisions in life as well. And that's the idea of mind, body, and soul. And as you do so, that's when you bypass. That's how you transcend the physical. And it becomes paradoxical in a sense. That's why we talk about what? Oneness, which is polarity, which is also ignorance and knowledge. They go hand in hand. The more, I mean, I got smarter by understanding, what I'm saying, the dumb shit. And all the smart shit too, but nigga, you can't be smart. They go hand in hand. That's why the light worker walks during the day and at night, nigga. So when you have niggas who's trying to, what I'm saying, those vampire energies, because they don't walk the light, this is a reflection of our society. That's why you have so much haters or so many haters once you start to do something that they were not doing. And then when you did it anyway, then now they used to talk bad about you. Then they're gonna say, "Yeah, I used to know him. That's my best friend, man. I said back in high school, nigga." I'm saying the truth is, nigga, you never knew me. I never know. Well, shit, you never knew me, nigga. You thought you did. Psych. That shit. Yeah, shit. You ain't no faker than me, nigga. I'm the fakest ever. I told these niggas they think they can fake with me, nigga. I'm the fakest ever. But it's truly you hurting yourself. What this is saying is when you go inside of you, people who's going from the outside, if you already that's why they say if you don't love yourself, you cannot love somebody else. And that is facts, bro. I know it's said on so many different times, but you gotta wake up to it, dude. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I talk to people and I tell them the difference between self love and selfish, those are two different things. When you have self love, you embrace your divine qualities. You acknowledge there's more to you than just you know what I'm saying? Like you acknowledge your emotional aspect, right? Then now if you're gonna be with somebody else, like you concerned about the way they feel. Because you know how you feel. That's why you got to be in touch with you. And that in touch, you being in touch with yourself now allows you to become emotional. Now you can relate to other emotional motherfuckers. But if I'm a cold nigga, how the fuck would I relate to some emotional nigga? So therefore, you always look at the emotional motherfucker like he's the weak motherfucker. But your shit is like You, it's bullshit because you really, you know what I'm saying? You're the fakest of the fakest, but because you became fake, you look at me fake too. And that's what projection is. We say again, this is our lives, man. Anybody, let's just say you say fuck spirituality. Cool. Then you hear Jay-Z tell you, you know what I'm saying, just because these other motherfuckers couldn't do some shit, now they think that I cannot do it, nigga. Well, you can't do it. That what that has to do with me? That's on some nigga shit, but that really saying is Jay-Z gonna have to be conscious of Jay-Z, nigga. This is spirituality, nigga. This is you have all these niggas of spirit, nigga. It's all spirits out here, nigga. Bunch of spirits, man. Which is our regular life. That's why we learn from each other. And I'm gonna talk about symbol too. We are symbol for one another too. That's why I know a nigga like me. I love Bob Marley. Those are my idols, right? Muhammad Ali. It's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shit. And I'm just saying shit that you guys know here. You know what I'm saying? Because all of these niggas, that's what, they operated a certain way. Their energy. They're symbolizing something. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think these niggas went after their goals, man? They wouldn't. There's got to be a connection. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. It's all fucking spiritual, nigga. And now here I am stepping in the game. We out here. Oh, that's what they're doing? Okay. Oh, come on, man. We came here to cause trouble. You hear me? We're doing realignment because that's all the masters ever done. Every ascended master that came back, they doing realignment, man, bringing you back to your essence, letting you know who the fuck you are. That's what it is, nigga. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, shit. Listen, man. I think this is the best job I could ever have, nigga. There's nothing greater than this. You let me know. You come back and let me know, nigga. Like that's why I love this shit, and I feel like it's a privilege to do this too. That's what makes it divine. That's what makes it royal. Oh, it's a privilege for me to be here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is me getting back to God, nigga. Thank you for the gift. Right back at you, nigga. I put it to use, man. I put it to use. You know what I'm saying? I saw you had your money on me, nigga. Well, nigga, I'm gonna make it worth. Come on, man. I don't know, man. What you niggas are doing out here? That's why you have to embrace your godlike. That's the whole idea of your emotions and your intellect coming together. Because the purpose of us doing the shrink shit, you are acknowledging your emotions. That's why, even as a spiritual healer, I help you to master your emotions. You don't suppress it, and you can't suppress it too. It's coming out ugly. Do you see what I'm saying? That's when you're being triggered, and how you're responding to that. You black out, and you might end up killing somebody too. That's what we're dealing with down here. When you see the fucking Selena shit, her aunt killed her because of jealousy. Those are your haters. Those are people who have not dealt with their emotion. This is some real shit, nigga. That's why anybody who in it, if you don't have any hater in your life, and I get it. I get it. You ain't doing something right. That's a motherfucking fact. You ain't doing nothing right. I apologize. It's gonna come with it. Either family members and all of that, and all you doing is following yourself. Keep going. Nigga, I'm proof, nigga. You good. They can touch me. Trust me. You good. Because when you choose the divine, man, the protection is crazy. Trust me, man. Like, oh my God. Wow. That's for you. That's for you. And you'll see too, because I've heard other teachers who talks about that too. When they were, in the very beginning, they had haters, motherfuckers casting, what I'm saying, shit to them. It's like, it's just the path, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially yeah, I mean, come on, man. Like, we are a hurtful culture. Everything we celebrate this is the belly of the beast, man. It's a fucking disgrace, man. You know what I'm saying? Niggas are worshiping idols over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Gucci and all that shit, the money on your ear and all that shit, man. Fat asses. That's it. Shit, I'm not saying it look bad or anything. I'm just saying that's it. Can't be just it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just you not even acknowledging your fucking. You know what I'm saying? That's why in Haiti we had got to saying niggas know the fatter, the biggest bitch, the bitch that got the biggest ass, niggas know, you don't marry that bitch. So everybody gonna want to fuck her. You already know. And she's gonna be fucked a lot too. So, yo, man, you don't want that kind of ass. It looks good, but you don't want it. So what this is saying is like like there's so many different things that's being said depending on how niggerish are you trying to, what I'm saying, like you all with it. You know what I'm saying? But what I was trying to say by saying that though, I mean that's nigga in itself. But anyway, hey, let me chill, let me chill. But anyway, just you know what I'm saying, just follow along, right? Because shit, that's some shit in itself. But no, nigga, I'm wild. But what this is truly saying too, man, you just gotta go beyond, the physical. You have to. I mean, I certainly understand, like, what the fuck you gonna do? Like, and here's something else too, to show you how the emotions are being suppressed. Like, another key is that you'll see like those priests or the nun. It's like they're devoting their life to God. Like that was something that we did. Like, but that didn't mean that we're not fucking. Like in all villages, you know what I'm saying, the priests and the priestess would not get married, but they would have kids. Especially the priest. The priest is fucking me. But I cannot marry you because marriage at that time is, we all know it. You know what I'm saying? It's a contract because I'm serving the world. I'm not going to contract. I have a contract with you because my contract is with God. That's the idea behind it. That's what they copied from us. But understand when they're using that as a symbol, that's what I'm saying is this is deeper. When they're using that, what they're truly saying is like when you follow God, you got to suppress your body, your physical self. And the dick is evil. Let's think about it, right? Your dick gets hard just like that, nigga. You see the feminine energy, your dick is guaranteed. It's almost like this shit got a head. Yep, he got a mind on his arm. Yep, that is true. So because of that, it's evil. You see what I'm saying? But in voodoo or in African culture, because we embrace our body, that's why we dance too. We know dancing is spiritual. Nigga, what? Shit. I'll guarantee you, nigga, if you ever been to a dance, you'll see what spirituality is. Show you, even in the movement, this is the spirit speaking. So these niggas, they go beyond their body. Trust me. That's how you transcend matter, nigga. What you're doing when you being on that European perspective, you just criticizing matter to make you feel like you're getting over matter. And that's what fuck humanity is representing. Well, I mean, it's the European perspective, pretty much. It's pretty much being one-sided. And that's the highest level of it. Then you have something called the Gnostic now. These niggas were Christians. But the one Gnosticism that they're not telling you is the Nicene Gnostics. Check it out. It speaks for itself. So of course, for them to colonize your ass, or for them to make their God your God, why the fuck? Yes, they're gonna copy it from you. So what? That's why it doesn't matter if you're saying Jesus is Horus, nigga. Doesn't matter. Does it? It doesn't matter if Jesus was real or not, nigga. How are you looking at Jesus? I'll tell you one thing. If you not Jesus, you bullshitting, nigga. Because as far as I can see, Jesus was the shit. That nigga was the shit. You know what I'm saying? If that nigga was the shit, literally, nigga, I'm gonna be the shit too, nigga. And that's the difference between knowledge and wisdom and being wise. The wise man becomes the knowledge that he learned. The reason why that's why I don't like this shit that says you don't argue with nigga. I mean, I shouldn't say well. Uh, okay, I get where that shit's coming from. You don't argue with a fool because if somebody's looking from afar, they can't tell which one's the truth or not. That shit's weak to me. First of all, why would I even worry about who the fuck is looking at me or not? Now, I don't argue with the motherfucking fool because I'm not casting my pearls before swine. It's unless I would have to be a fool like you. Yeah, it's like, if you know a bitch is a bitch, right? You know a bitch is a prostitute. What the fuck can she tell you? That's gonna make you looking at her differently. You know that bitch, everybody's fucked that bitch. And now the bitch is coming to tell you, nigga, I love you. Does it matter? That's what knowing the truth does to you. It sets you free. That's why when you know, nigga, okay, I don't give a fuck what you say. You're wasting your time. And you're not gonna waste mine because I'm not gonna listen to it. You're only wasting your time. You're not gonna waste mine, nigga. No way, motherfucker. Uh-uh. Come on, man. Nobody shit. You're not wasting my time, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So to get back to the whole thing, guys, to understand, for instance, that, you know, I am, therefore I think, and more. The idea behind it is for you to understand because of who you are. Of course, there's an intellect aspect of you. And because of who you are, there's also an emotional aspect of you. So to suppress or to have one over the other, that's when you have a war. That's what duality is. It's two sides. When you do that, there's a whole reality that's being created from that. And let's just say if we're trying to use inception here for just a second to incept some shit in you, nigga, to put that idea in you, and then you're gonna act a certain way. Well, that little idea, your motherfucking mythology was that inception because it's implanting something in you. That's why if you were born in India, there's a reality that you have based on the narrative of that country. So over here, we're helping you to become God, nigga. You are the creator. We're gonna live it here because there was a lot that was said there. But you already know love is love. I shit, bra, mali.